you mentioned eating right. That's a very interesting topic because you're vegan, which to many people might sound strange because usually building muscle and doing strength training is always goes hand in hand with like eating a lot of meat and getting protein from animal sources. So how did you, first of all, how did you become vegan? Why did you do that?
Well, first of all, I never knew what the term vegan was until just recently when I became vegan close to 2 years ago. I just found out about it through two other friends that do calisthenics, Calistanos and Noel. And when I found out they were vegan, I was kind of curious as far as like what is that and how can they not eat meat or animal products and still look the way they do and work out the way they work out. So I decided to give it a try, and I tried it out for a few months, and with their guidance and help and doing some research online through help with Robert Cheek and vegan bodybuilding as well, I was able to structure meals because my main fear and about all of that was losing muscle and strength. So I really wanted to know I make sure I do it right and I'm eating the right foods, that way I don't lose any of that. So sure enough, after a few months I noticed my recovery was a lot faster. I had more energy throughout the day, and then my workouts, like I said, my energy was always good, and I did notice my strength increase as well, so that was another plus. So the benefits of vegan for me just really helped me out becoming a better athlete overall.
Okay, that's great. So how does a typical day for you look food-wise? Like, what would you eat in the morning or pre-workout, post-workout?
It's really not as complicated as it seems, because a lot of times when you think of meals like post-workout and stuff, you're thinking of protein for certain times of the day, and there is adequate amounts of protein in certain plant-based foods, you know, like lentils, beans, quinoa, nuts, leafy greens like spinach and kale. A typical day, say in the morning, would be maybe some oatmeal, slicing up bananas, putting some raisins in, even some peanut butter, whole grain bread, piece of bread. Later on, maybe maybe 2 hours or so after that, I'll have some fruit. You know, you can never get enough fruit. I like to eat a lot of apples, I like a lot of pears, bananas. So I eat fruit regardless throughout the day. And accompanied with nuts, I like to eat nuts with my fruit. For later, maybe a few hours later, I like whole grain bread with peanut butter, and I use almond butter as well. And I'll put in some organic spread, organic strawberry spread. As far as a pre-workout, I would do a pre-workout for me is just an apple, and an apple is just maybe like 30 minutes before my workout. That's my pre-workout. My post-workout, I take Sun Warrior protein. I take Sun Warrior protein,
which is a vegan protein.
It's a vegan protein.
Okay.
I'll take that as a post-workout. And the post-workout meal, I would have something, for example, like a big plate of lentils, maybe some broccoli and avocado on the side right there, and yeah, that's a typical meal.
Okay.
Say later on in the day for dinner, maybe I'll have some hummus with some vegetables, maybe some almonds, and maybe even some whole grain cereal with some almond milk. And that's a typical day. Sometimes I'll switch it around the meals. Maybe I'll have I'll have some eggplant with some mushroom or something. I mean, there's just so many options to do.
Okay.
The thing is, the way I eat is I don't count calories. I kind of eat when I'm hungry. You know what I mean? So depending on your goals, if you want to like gain muscle, like you want to gain significant amounts of muscle, then you do have to increase your calorie intake. So you do have to eat more. But depending on what you want, your goal is. My goal right now is just to be physically fit and be the most functional way I can at my weight right now. So I'm pretty much maintaining and building lean muscle little by little, slowly.
Okay.
That's my goal.
Mm-hmm.